where there is a will there is a always a way. जहां चाह है वहां राह है. Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel shivshaktistudymine. Today we are going to discuss about second part of the chapter. First, crop production and management from class 8th science. This video is for the English medium student. Today we will discuss all the important objects of the chapter, and this is the most important part of the chapter, so don't skip and be with us to the last of the video, and you will get very beneficial objects and scenario from the video. This video is last for the notes, and after that you can do your exercises with your own if you are not skipping the video and being with us to the last. So let's discuss the video and discuss your. Today we are going to discuss about basic practices of crop production. Basic practices, how the crop is, how the soil is prepared, how sowing is done, what is the other procedures of and of making crop, and after the crop is fully prepared, what is the process of storing it. We will discuss it thoroughly, and this only these topics are there in your chapter. After these topics are finished, then your chapter 1 is finished. After that you have only to exercise. In third part of the video we will discuss all the answers of the questions given in the exercise part. Okay, so let's begin. First is basic practices to prepare the preparation of soil. What is the use of preparation of soil? What is its important? So, the preparation of soil means loosening of the soil so that all the moisture go into the soil in deep. For this we use plow. Plow is a wood made structure used in ancient times. Today we use modern technology. So plow was made of wood, and some ox or other animals like camels or horses used to carry them in the field. After that, a hoe takes place of plow. What is hoe? It is a man-made structure which is made of wood and having its down part as a steel or iron. And other one is cultivator. What is cultivator? It is a type of machine which is used with the help of tractor. The process of preparation of soil is also known as plowing. Cultivator is more powerful and helpful. It saves manpower and time also. Nowadays cultivators are widely used in the preparation of soil. After preparation, the sowing of seeds is done. What is sowing of seeds? It is the process of placing the seeds down the soil or under the soil. For that we use hands and or seed drill, which is driven by tractor. Hand sowing is not proper. Sometimes the grain seeds are sown at a particular place, but if we use seed drill, it is perfect and time saving also, because when we use seed drill, it sows the seeds on a particular place and particular space which is needed for the better crop to grow. So sowing by seed drill is much more easier and beneficial than sowing by hands. After sowing, we add manure and fertilizer. What is manure? Manure is man-made fertilizer. For example, cow dung. It is a best example of manure. And what is fertilizer? Fertilizers are those fertilizers and manure are beneficial for the better growing of crops and more growing of crops. If you want more production in particular area, you have to add manure or fertilizers. There are many fertilizers used in the crop grown, and some of are known as urea, DAP, manure fertilizer or man-made fertilizer is more beneficial than artificial fertilizer, but it takes time to make man-made fertilizer. So that is the reason we use urea and DAP like fertilizers, or you can say other type of fertilizer. These are used only for the health of soil. It makes the soil health good. Another type of work is crop rotation. Another type of work is crop rotation. What is crop rotation? By crop rotation, you can manage the cultivity of cultivity of soil. We can make soils very helpful and healthful for next crop. After adding manure and fertilizers, we do irrigation. What is the meaning of irrigation? Irrigation is the supplying water to the crop at regular intervals. When we supply the water to the crops at regular intervals, because that they can grow very easily and very rapidly, because water supply is very important part of crop production. For irrigation, we use two types of water system supplication. First one is sprinkler system. In this, we use different types. We use pipes and sprinklers for in the crop field. We start the motor, and the rest part is done by the sprinklers and pipes. It drops the water all over the plant. It drops the water all over the plant, including open area of the crop field. More water is needed in sprinkler system. More water is needed in sprinkler system, and water wastage is there. Another type of irrigation or water supply system is drip system. In this, drip tip water or dip water is supplied near the roots of the plants. This type of water supply system is more beneficial than sprinkler system. Here we use only the amount of water which is necessary for the plant to grow and grow rapidly. After irrigation, we do weeding. What is weeding? Removing of undesirable plants. When we sow plant seeds, some undesirable plants also grow with the help of fertilizers and water supply given to them. They are very dangerous for the health of our crop seeds and crop growing. So we have to remove them. They are known as weeds. The removing of these weeds are known as weeding process. What for weeding we use two type of methods. First method is by chemicals. There are many chemicals which removes weeds from the crop available in the market, but they are harmful for the weeds also. For that reason, we have to use the chemicals very carefully when we are using it for weeding in the crop field. You have to be very careful, otherwise your crop will be destroyed. Another type of weeding process is by cutting it near the ground and by with the help of khurpi. If you have seen the khurpi with your, if you are living in the village, you have always seen the khurpi. It is a cutting tool used for the weeding process. After weeding, the crop is ready, and in weeding process we used to give the crops water supply time to time, irrigation, and after the weeding and every process, our crop is ready to harvest. The cutting of the seed grains are known as, the cutting of the seed grain is known as crop harvesting. Cutting of crops are known as harvesting. Harvesting is done with two methods. First one is manually with the help of sickle. If you are from village, you have already seen what is sickle look like. After, or you can use a machine called harvester. Manual harvesting takes time and it is much costlier than the harvester cutting. In harvester cutting, it is more time is given and much work is done with less amount of time. So harvester cutting or machine cutting are preferred nowadays. After the harvesting is done, there is two more processes which falls under the harvesting, and or you can say which are joined with harvesting. First one is known as threshing. What is threshing? After harvesting, when crop grains are tapped or for making them separate from the outer outer layer, that is known as threshing. Threshing is done with the help of a thresher called a machine which is known as thresher. Threshing is done with the help of thresher. After threshing is done, there is weed, which is grain separated by weeds, or you can say straw, with the help of winnowing. What is winnowing? It is a process where we used to drop the grains from a height, and there is a man who is making a hand fan with the help with a tremendous amount of power, and the straw goes away, and your grain which you have to store is put down near you. After the winnowing is done, there is the next process is storage of food grains. Food grains after the after removing moist, when harvesting is done with both its process, threshing and winnowing, there is some moisture in the food grains. Then uh, we the farmers used to throw them in sunlight for some time. Then they are fully dried and their moisture is gone out from the food grains. They are stored they are stored in jute bags and metallic bins at home, and in the large amount they are stored in cold storages. So this is the basic practice of crop production. Hope you have enjoyed the video and understood all the process of crop production. First one is preparation of soil. For the betterment of soil, in preparation of soil there are some, it is also done for the growth of earthworms and some useful bacteria which make the soil very comfortable and beneficial and useful for the crops seed which we are going to sow. After preparation of soil, there is sowing which is done by hand or seed drill. After that we use manure or fertilizers, means man-made fertilizers or urea, DAP, for the more production of crop, for betterment of the soil. These two things can also be done by crop rotation, means every time you cut a crop, next time change the crop and sow other type of crop, so it will give your soil fresh elements and it will benefit the production of your crop. After adding manure and fertilizers, we do irrigation, means water supply of two types, sprinkler or drip type. In both of them, drip type is more beneficial. After that we do weeding. Weeding means removal of unuseful plants. After that we do our, after weeding, our crop is ready to harvesting is a process where we cut the harvest with the help of sickle manually or with the help of a machine called harvester, which is more beneficial than using a sickle. After harvesting is done, we use threshing, which take out our grain from the outer layer and we get a fresh grain or food grain. After threshing is done with the help of threshers, and after threshing is done we do winnowing. Winnowing is a process of taking the food grain out from straw, and this is done by putting down or throwing down the grains from a particular amount of height. After winnowing is done, the farmers get the food grains in the sunlight for getting out its moisture. When moisture is totally drawn or dried out, the food grains are stored in jute bags and metallic bins at home, and at large scale they are stored in cold storages. This is the basic practice of crop protection. Hope you have enjoyed our video. If you are getting our message and finding our voice and application and our voice very useful. If you are getting what we want to say to you and it is beneficial for you, then please subscribe our YouTube channel and please do share with your friends who are in need, and your comments in comment section for our betterment. We will surely consider your comments and do our best in our next videos. Till then, हमारा प्रयास आपकी सफलता। धन्यवाद।